Hey, what's up, friends? Welcome back to Veteran Game, your home for deep dives, savage reviews, and a brutally honest look at the games you want to play, or maybe avoid. If you appreciate the real talk, smash that like button and subscribe right now so you never miss our next deep dive. Today, we're jumping straight into the digital scrapyard with MindsEye. Yeah, that MindsEye, the one hyped as a spiritual successor to the glory days of Rockstar. A game that was supposed to be the next big GTA-style blockbuster from ex-Rockstar North devs. Well, buckle up, because MindsEye is less next big thing and more textbook lesson in how to launch an unfinished disaster. Let's set the stage. On paper, MindsEye should be a dream. Futuristic Vegas City, conspiracy-laden techno-thriller plot, fancy vehicles, drones, AI, all wrapped up in Unreal Engine 5 glitz. The trailers oozed style, the pedigree was promising. Even the screenshots looked fire. But in practice, MindsEye is the most forgettable, broken, and uninspired open-world game I've played since, well, Saints Row 2022, maybe worse. You play as Jacob Diaz, a military drone pilot with a mysterious implant in his neck, a tragic past, and absolutely zero charisma. Kicked out of the army after a mission gone wrong, Diaz lands in Red Rock, basically Las Vegas in 2070, minus the gambling and minus any soul. The whole thing kicks off with you mentally piloting a drone through ancient ruins, zapped by mysterious energy, and waking up with memory gaps bigger than the game's own plot holes. And that's about as much emotion as you'll ever get from our boy Jacob. Diaz is the classic amnesiac stand-in with barely a personality to his name. If you told me he was AI generated, I'd believe it. He's assigned to Silva Industries, run by an Elon Musk wannabe, and pretty soon he's caught up in a mess involving rogue AI, military coup, and sci-fi shenanigans that would make even Netflix blush. Let's give credit where it's due. The opening prologue is surprisingly cinematic. The cutscenes, in fact, are easily MindsEye's high point. There's a distinct whiff of Rockstar flair in the direction. Sweeping cameras, sharp lighting, moments that almost make you think this game could be good. And hey, the vehicle designs are actually excellent. MindsEye nails the look and feel of futuristic cars, from electric muscle monsters to battery-powered off-roaders. When the driving works, it's genuinely fun, drifting around corners, barreling down city streets. It's got the weight and speed you crave. But that's the end of the good news. The rest, oh boy, first the story. MindsEye sets itself up as a politically charged thriller, big tech, government conspiracy, memory manipulation, all the modern sci-fi buzzwords. But it has absolutely no clue what to do with any of these ingredients. Characters drift in and out with no development. The main villain turns from tech bro to generic military baddie, and the plot nosedives from Black Mirror vibes to full-on B-movie nonsense. Every time it feels like the narrative could get interesting, it swerves off a cliff into either cliché or confusion. The dialogue. Imagine every Marvel quip that's ever annoyed you, then strip out any wit or timing. That's MindsEye's script. The best friend is a walking haircut. The hacker girl is a punchline with legs. The billionaire CEO is just there. It's like every character was written by ChatGPT on 10% battery. What about the open world? Let me save you the trouble. Red Rock City is just a big set. There's nothing to discover, nothing to do, no sense of life or spontaneity. You drive from one mission marker to the next. No radio, no fun side distractions, not even police response if you go full GTA. If you go off mission or explore, the game either scolds you or just fails you out. Want to swap cars, carjack, or cause chaos? Sorry, this is a world where fun is apparently illegal. Let's talk missions. MindsEye's campaign is about 8 to 10 hours, and it feels even longer. Most missions follow the exact same formula. Drive to a marker, trigger a cutscene, shoot some enemies, drive somewhere else. Early on, you're fighting sleepy robots and human enemies who seem allergic to tactics. The AI is a disaster. Sometimes enemies stand out in the open, other times they just sprint past you into gunfire. There's no cover mechanics beyond the absolute basics. You can't even punch or melee, grenades. Only if you're controlling the drone, otherwise good luck. And oh, the drone. At first, it's just a glorified flashlight, able to hack and stun the occasional bot. Late in the game, it unlocks grenade attacks and robot hacking, which should spice things up. But the encounters never take advantage of this. You end up cheesing fights from a safe distance, dropping grenades on clueless enemies, while the rest of the mission design puts you to sleep. Some people might hope the user-generated side content would be the saving grace. Spoiler, it's not. The play menu lets you access developer-made side missions, but they're even worse than the main campaign. Escort a rocket, defend an apartment, race through checkpoints. It's all uninspired, broken, or both. If these are meant to sell you on the power of Barb's everywhere toolkit, consider me unsubscribed. And let's not forget the technical issues. On paper, MindsEye is powered by Unreal Engine 5, but you wouldn't know it by playing. On PC, even high-end rigs chug through cutscenes and action scenes alike. Expect frame drops, stutters, blurry textures, and the occasional crash to desktop. Performance issues were so bad that even simple driving sequences would tank the frame rate to single digits. Explosions look good, sunlight is impressive when it works. But none of that matters when the game can't run smoothly. And then there's the bugs. NPC spaghettify, cars float, missions softlock, and the open world itself is full of invisible walls and pointless dead ends. The free roam mode unlocked after the campaign is pure vapor. You play as a random weirdo in a crop top, wander through a dead world, and realize there's literally nothing to do. I spent 10 minutes looking for fun, found none, and wondered if this was some kind of postmodern joke. If so, it's the only joke that landed. The soundtrack? It's there. A moody synthy score that's to channel Black Mirror, but mostly just reminds you that this game would rather be anything else. At least there's no obnoxious licensed music to get your videos demonetized. If you were hoping MindsEye's ending might redeem things, brace yourself. The story just fizzles out. Questions are left dangling, plot threads evaporate, and you're dumped back into Redrock with no direction, no explanation, and no reason to keep playing. There's a post-credits scene, but it somehow makes things even worse. It's one of the most unsatisfying conclusions I've seen in years. Let's recap. MindsEye looks flashy but runs like a mess. Its world is big but completely empty. The story is ambitious but absolutely botched. Missions are repetitive and restrictive. Combat is stiff. AI is a joke, and even the much-touted user-generated content is a waste of time. There are glimpses, just glimpses, of a better game in here, mostly in the visuals and car handling. But every other part feels unfinished, rushed, or just completely misguided. So is MindsEye worth your time? Not even as a curiosity. Unless you have a thing for broken, wasted potential open world games, there are better options everywhere. Even bad GTA clones from 15 years ago are more fun than this. And honestly, it's a shame. I wanted to root for this one. The industry could really use a fresh, cinematic, single-player action game that isn't shackled to microtransactions or endless online grinds. Instead, we got a playable tech demo that desperately needed another year in the oven. And even then, no amount of patches could fix the fundamental design issues here. If you like these honest, unfiltered reviews, make sure to hit like, subscribe to Veteran Game, and let me know in the comments. What's your personal pick for the most disappointing open world game of all time? Or did you actually find something to love in MindsEye that I missed? Either way, stay tuned for more real talk and deep dives on the channel. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't believe the hype, especially when the game can't even run its own cutscenes. Catch you in the next one.